Hey everybody, how are you doing today? I am so excited to be here. I'm sorry, I tried to get on Instagram and it wasn't letting me, so we're just going to call it a win because we got hooked up to Realeather. And so we are streaming to YouTube and Facebook on Eileen Hull Designs and on Realeather. So next time we will get that Instagram going. And anyway, who's here? We have Karen, Charlotta, Laura, Joellen. Oh, everybody wants to see the leather. Oh, there's Jackie Reedy. If you guys have any questions, go ahead over and ask Jackie. Jackie, just put them in the chat. She is lurking to answer questions as needed. Hey, Jennifer, how are you? Did you miss it, or is it just getting ready? Yes, we're just getting started. Hi, Lori, Lynn. There's Isabel from Scotland. Good to see you all. All right, this is very exciting. Hi, Wilma from Netherlands. Leatherlands. Hey, Jane. Hey, Raylene and Liz. Good to see everybody. Okay, we are going to have a good time today, and we are going to make this adorable little leather book. I don't know if you can see it, but when we put the camera down, you'll see it. And if we have time, I want to show you some of the tools. We're going to make a little keychain, okay, if we have time. While we're here, I just want to say a couple of things. There is a giveaway today, so if you want to win, we're asking that you go in and you like the Realeather channels. On Instagram, it's Realeather on all of them, okay? So if you go to Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, go ahead and follow them. And then when we pick a winner, we'll make sure that you all are signed up for all of them. And then it's going to be random. So you have a week, and if you want to comment, that would be great too. And let us know about your experience with leather, questions that you have. And I just want to announce this too. I'm calling this leather crafting because I do not claim to be an expert. I am a crafter that is using leather as one of her mediums to create with. So it's so much fun to take all the products that you have and put them together to make something really unique and personal and fun, and to kind of learn about the materials as we go. So that is what it's going to be, an exploration of leather and integrating that into our crafting, okay? And I hope that's all right with everyone, but you'll have to be patient with me. If you are a real live leather worker, just let us know in the comments, and please be kind. Hey, Dorothy, how are you? Good to see you. Diane, there's Leslie. Leslie, maybe I can use that corner leather punch one of these days. Hey, Jen, Purple Fish. And there's Glum. Wouldn't be complete without Glum. Okay. All right. So that's about the giveaway. And then, as I said, Jackie is there. And then Heidi is the social media manager. So she is here too in the background, just kind of watching and seeing what's going on. So we feel very happy that we were able to connect everything. So we're already on the plus side compared to the other day. I was talking to him yesterday. I'm like, oh, dear Lord, please hope they didn't watch the Tuesday show. The other thing I wanted to ask was, if you guys are interested in seeing more, tell me what it is that you want to see. If you want to see more about tools or how to do things, you know, I'm up for all of it. So, okay, Jackie is on Facebook and YouTube. She is a maniac. That's good. All right, I see her on Facebook and I see her on YouTube. Okay. Hi, Candy. How are you? All right, Karen sent me a balsa wood and leather. I need to go through that box again. Hey, Lenine, you made it. Good to see you. Hi, Liz. All right, well, let's get going. So I think what I'll do is turn the camera down and we will go over the leather tools that I'm going to use today. And also, if you need any of these, they will be in my Etsy store, okay? You can also might find them in your local craft store. So take a look, however you want to do it. I just want you to give them a try, okay? So let me see if this works. Okay, all right, we're doing all right. I'm not going to jiggle anything, guys. I think that was our problem the other day. All right, so here are some of the things that we're going to use. Now, this is the leather, and I just want to talk a little bit about veg tan leather, because as you can see, it's nice and clean looking. There is no finish to it. It's kind of untreated leather. I mean, it's treated in that, you know, there's no like hair on it or anything, but it is just a nice plain leather that has not had like, it hasn't been like pebbled. It hasn't gotten a finish on it, been embossed, hasn't been colored. So that is what we're going to use today as our base, okay? Pyrography on leather is cool. I assume that's burning. Yeah, that would be cool. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of looking at doing some shortcuts with things that might make it look like pyrography, but it's easier. So, you know, guys, I like to do things the easy way, but still have a nice finish and a professional look to it. So that is kind of my goal of these lives. Okay. Let's see. Hey, Avril. Linda Cooper, how are you? Hi, Tanya. All right, so this is what we're going to use. Now this, when we were talking about the best size, I came up with 9 by 12. And the reason is, if you turn this way and you cut it in half, if you're using it in the die cut machine, you're going to get 2 sheets of the 6 by 6, okay? The die that we're going to use today is the tiny book, and it's small. So you're going to see, you could probably get about 6 leather books out of this one piece. So there are the other little tiny pieces here. You can see if you don't want to use them, you would just, you know, put your die down and just cut this piece. So we'll take a look at that. All right. So if you want, this is real leather, Jane, and veg tan. They call it veg tan, not vegan leather. When you see that, that means it's like fake leather. It's not vegan. There is no such thing as vegan because cows are what leather is made out of. So you can't have both. So this is the real thing. This is real leather. Thank you, Jackie. It's made from cowhide. Yes, vegan leather is just plastic. It sounds cool, but it's not real leather. And there are qualities to this that make it nice and long lasting. What I like is, and you guys know, I love my mat board, but that is eventually going to break down. That is paper. This is still, it's going to last a long time. The oils from your skin are going to absorb. It's going to feel very soft after a while and easy to fold and bend. And it just has a whole different feel to it. And it's longer lasting. So that's another thing that I like about it. Okay. So, you still have a whole calf skin from your bookbinding days, Dorothy. Oh, you need to get it out, right? I think so. All right, so this is the 9 by 12 sheet. And the other thing is you can use it this way for the big shot, and you can use it this way. It's 9 inches wide, so you can use it in the big shot. Plus, if you wanted to make one of those big full-size journals, you know, you would need 2 of these to make it. But you could use this definitely in Big Shot Plus. And I think the price is good. It is $13 for a sheet, and you can get a lot out of it. I know that some of the things that I thought about when working with leather was I didn't want to make a mistake because it's expensive, you know, more expensive than paper. So I don't know. I still am experimenting and stuff, but I feel like it's worth it because then when I get the knowledge, I will just be able to whip them out. So that is the material that we're going to be cutting today. And that is what I use to make this cute little book. Isn't it cute? So I used one of my postage stamp dies. I used my new embossing folder. I used one of the Charms dies. That's also new. And then in here, I used an old folder, This is the crochet mandala embossing folder, and you probably could fit 2 of these in one pass in your folder. And then I use some of my weaving yarn that I've been playing with lately because I thought it kind of looks fallish. And then this is one of my new stamps. So this is how you can make a fun little book and use leather as a base, and it's nice and strong and sturdy, and it really, the weight of it is perfect. Now that's another thing about leather. The dies are designed to be used with like a 2 to 3 ounce leather. And I'm not sure what this is. I think it's probably going towards the 3 ounce. But if you have something a little thicker, it may cut, but it might cut through. So just be aware of what the weight of the leather is. And sometimes you just have to try it. And that is what a lot of this is about, experimenting. And, you know, some of the leather you get may not be perfect. You have to be okay with not perfect. Which if you're here, you're probably in good shape. All right, so here is another thing. Now these are D-rings. So I use this to make a little keychain. This was just a scrap that I had left over. And so I just folded it in half. I embossed it. And if we have time, I'm going to show how to make this. Because the other thing I want to show is a rivet setter kit. And these are really handy if you want to put 2 pieces of leather together. This is a good way to do it. It's nice and strong. Now I found this old keychain. I made these for Christmas a couple of years ago, and I lost one of the rivets. So I want to see if I can fix it today. And because I used it all the time. And if you can see, it's kind of worn and scratched, and I love it. So, and I stamped it with my initial. I did some for everybody in the family. So there's lots of ways that you can use leather to make gifts. And I was thinking for next time that that's what we would do. For October, we would do small gifts that we can make and give and sell at Christmas time. So tell me if you think that's a good idea. Okay. Now here is the other thing, and this is the Power Leather Punch. Now you guys know, if you've watched any of my other leather, it's closer to 3 ounce. That's what I thought, Jackie. Okay. You may have seen me using the Crocodile, which is a similar tool that we use in the craft industry. However, when today I got this out, I was kind of playing with it. I don't have one. I took this out today for the first time, and I punched this hole. It's like, oh my, this is way better. Because when I punch it with the Crocodile, I get all little fuzzy things on the inside. So this is designed for leather, and it really works well. And it's only $15. So I have a couple of these in the shop. If you want one, go ahead. Okay, then it has the size of the holes that you want to punch. And there's like this little waste box inside, so you can take that off and get rid of all the little circles that accumulate. But anyway, I really like the action on this, how it works. And so I think we're going to have fun. Okay, so let's get started. And I am going to put down my cutting mat here because I'm going to be getting out my blade, Leslie, and cutting my leather. You could use a rotary trimmer. I don't have like an official one yet, so I'm just going to use my blade. You could also use scissors. It's, you know, it's pretty thick, but it will cut. You know, you just have to give it some good pressure. So I'm going to take my die and see what I want to cut on here. I want to conserve it, you know. So you can mark it, or you can just kind of estimate. So I'm just going to cut the journal part. I don't think I want the circle or the little buckle or the edges. I mean, I could. Maybe, maybe I will just cut the whole thing. So let's see how wide it is. I'm going to have to trim that down because it's not 6 inches. So you know what? I'm going to cut that, and then I'm going to do the little pieces out of that. Then I have a bigger piece. So just think about that as you are working. Okay. So I'm just going to basically cut off this amount, and the rest should be good to make my book. So this is a quilting ruler. So I'm bringing in another tool from another industry. Why not? And I'm just going to press down. Now, the reason I like this one is it's got some sandpaper on here, so it will stay. It'll stick on your leather as you're cutting. It looks crooked, so I'm just going to trim it. Go over it a couple times. It's pretty thick, so when you don't hear that noise like, then you know it's cut. All right. So now we have two pieces, similar sizes, and I'm going to put that aside. And then I'm going to put this on my machine and just die cut it. All right. Now, you can do it either way, this way or that way, but it's not going to fit that way. So I'm going to lay it on my machine like this. Let me move this for a minute because that's going to slide around on my machine. All right, here is my big shot, and I'm just going to take my two cutting pads. I'm going to lay one down here, my die, and make sure all the areas on the die are covered, as always. And I'm just going to cover that with another cutting pad. Now, one other thing. Let's talk about this. You guys know, if you're cutting and you've covered it with paper, say, and you have paper here, what we do is we turn it over so the right side is facing the die. And what that does is it tells us where we're going to fold, okay? So now with leather, it's a little bit different in that you could, because paper or the leather is flexible. So if you wanted, you could cut it like this, and then the cutting lines, the score lines, would go into this side of it. But I want it to be so that, where did it go? When you open it, you can see the score lines here, and you know exactly where everything is supposed to go. All right. But you could theoretically do it the other way too. All right. So I'm just going to put my other cutting pad on top, and we're going to cut. One time is plenty. And here it is. All right, now this one, yeah, this is coming out okay. If it doesn't, because if it's like when you cut fabric, sometimes it doesn't go all the way through. I'm just going to go around with my blade and loosen it up a little because I don't want the little fuzzy things. If you get them, you could just trim them with scissors. Little fuzzies never hurt anybody. Okay, so let's see over here. Okay. So you might want to roll it through twice. That's fine too. It's not going to hurt anything. All right. Come on. Okay. All right. So there is our book. So now let's go ahead and cut these little pieces. We might want to add them to something. You don't have to use it on this project, but you could if you wanted. You don't have to make it just like me. I think I only have one tiny book in the Etsy store. I also keep these because if you want to stamp like a little sentiment or something on here, that works great. Okay, so I'm going to keep that. And then let's see, we've got one. Maybe I'll just trim this down the middle here. So I do like that little oval. And you'll notice that, not every piece is exactly perfect. Like if you see this is a little bit different, this is a different color, no big deal. It's organic. All right, and I'm going to cut that separately. And I'm going to roll that through twice because that'll be a little harder to pop out. See, that's not bad. Okay, got a pretty little oval that would fit on the front of the book. And these pieces, I'm not going to get because they're fiddly and I don't want to pick them out. Okay, there you go. All right, so now we have our book cut out. And I want to show you how I got color on here. And I just used my Catherine Pooler inks. So I did that first. So I took a piece of Actually, I used a bag. Let's see if I emptied my garbage. Let's see. I have a million bags. Hang on. Okay, this is like just a bag from something. That I thought, oh, maybe I could repurpose that. So I'm just going to cut this part off. I don't want it flopping over. All you want to do is have it so that your book can fit inside and you don't make a big, huge mess. So then you're just going to cut up the sides here. You could use anything. I'm just using it to make it like a little envelope, a little inking envelope. Sorry, I'm going to look up in a minute. I have it. We're in England. All right. Oh, this one's already. Yeah, there we go. All right, so we are going to use this to put ink on and then kind of press it. Okay, that is my plan. Now, I use these two colors for the other book, but I didn't want to make the same colors because I thought, as you know, I have a little grandbaby coming in a couple months, and I thought this might be a fun little thing to, you know, have for a little girl to put down notes or feeding times or I don't know, whatever. So I'm going to do these colors, and I don't know how those are going to go, but we're just going to play with it, okay? So these are dye inks. They're not permanent. Well, you could finish this by sealing it, and that would make it permanent. But as you can see, all we're going to do to make our little book, this is how it works. It's got the score lines built in, and we're just going to bend it, and, you know, now we got a book. All right. What I might do is, I think I'll do my color first, and then I'm going to put some water on it. So let's just, I don't know if you can see on here. I'm just going to press down some colors. And I might just do these colors. I only did 2 in the other one. Let's see what these look like. We can always add another color. And then I'm going to spritz it with water and kind of smush it a little bit so the colors blend around. And then I'm going to put it down and get some color on there. Isn't that cool? All right, I think we need a little more. What are you guys saying? Tiny book on leather. Jackie is so busily answering questions. That's good. All right, I'm going to add some more. So just be aware, if you're using a dye ink, you know, you may have to seal it after if you don't want the color to run. I mean, you know, unless you put it in water, you're probably okay. But it might be out in the rain or something. It wouldn't hurt to seal it. And you could even use like a Mod Podge, or, but they do have nice leather sealers. All right, let's flip this around. Set it down. Ooh. Now that seems to have gotten extra wet. I don't know. It's probably from that seam there. That's kind of cool though. Let's just do, yeah, that's really blotchy. That's all right. The point is to have like different colors and just fun. It's kind of neat. Maybe a little more orange. What do you guys think? Rafters chose. If the leather seems a little stiff at the beginning, you can use a sponge to moisten. Okay. I figure I'm kind of getting this wet right now, a little bit, and then I'm going to add some more later. Okay, just kind of distributing the ink around. Doesn't have to be like really crazy. That's pretty though, isn't it? And I did the inside too. Why not? It's pretty to look at on both sides. Then we're going to emboss it. So there's going to be a lot going on here. All right, I think we're good. I don't really love these big blobs here, but that's probably gonna, be taken down a notch. And the other thing that I'm gonna do is add some luster wax. So you can see there's lots to look at here. Okay. All right, so let's put this in the garbage because I do not want to mess anything up here. All right, so thank you, Catherine Pooler. Those colors are pretty. I'm glad I didn't do the pink, even though that kind of looks pink, but I don't know. I'm good with it. All right, I don't need to have this super colored in, okay? The next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to emboss this. Now, I used, let me just show you what I used of craft products. This is the die called Tiny Book. There's also a little case that goes to it. This is one of my new dies, the Charms. So I used this little butterfly piece to kind of anchor this postage stamp type thing. This is the postage stamp called Snail Mail. Oh, I got two of them. I thought that felt thick. All right, so I used that, one of the shapes, the stamp shapes. And then this is the new stamp set. So any of these words would work. I just picked Wander because I am a wanderer. And then here is the 3D folder that I used that for this piece. On here, I use the crochet mandala. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I like how that came out. So here's that folder. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this down pretty good. So then I'm going to wet the other side too. And what that's going to do is help this kind of mold into the folder here. All right. So I'm just going to kind of even that out, close it, and then let's roll it through. Bring our machine back. The oh, avalanche. Wait a minute. Okay. We need this, and because it's a 3D folder, I'm only going to use one cutting pad, but I think what happened with this, because this leather is pretty thick, I wound up using my thin die adapter instead of my cutting pad, and it went through a lot easier. But let's see what happens. Yeah, this is a lot easier. You're probably not going to get as deep an emboss, but you sacrifice one thing for the other. Let's see how it looks. I think that is amazing. Isn't that cool? All right, so we've got the book done. So this is a little wet. I'm going to put this up here and let it dry for a minute. And then I'll show you how to do the pages. And then by that time, this should be dry, okay? Any questions here? What's the wonder? You guys like it? Postage stamp dies. Those are fun. Okay, I already cut them because I thought this is about leather. This is not, but that's so pretty. I like these colors. I like them both. That's like more party. This is like restful. All right. So the other thing that I did, but I'm going to wait until this dries, but I'm going to put some luster wax on here to kind of pep it up a little. Just give it a little goldy look to it. So I'm going to wait on that. Now, I wanted to show you how I made this little book that goes inside. It's really easy. All I'm doing is folding over little pieces of paper and then glue the binding to kind of pad it. So you guys have seen me do this before, but in case we have people who, are just here for the leather and haven't done journals before, I thought I'll just show you. All right, so I'm just folding this paper in half. I already cut it. It's 4 inches wide and 2 3/4 inch tall. I wanted it to be smaller than the actual book. If I wanted to, I could have cut the pages on the die, but I thought, let's make it a little smaller. Okay. So this is cool paper. I got this a while ago in one of the Ollie's or something like that. Look at this. It's double color. So it's, you know, the tan on one side, craft, and then white or kind of cream on the other side. And it's a nice weight. That's why I did it, because I like the weight of it. And you could use cardstock. You could use text, but then you have to fold a lot of them. Depends on how many pages you want. What pound of paper? Holly, I would say this is like, it's a text weight, but it's a heavy text weight. I don't know. It's not quite a 65 pound, but it's a nice covers. Well, I don't know what you would call this. I don't know how they made it, if they have a layer of white and a layer of craft. But depending on the weight of the paper that you're using, you know, if it's a thin paper, it's going to take more sheets. If it's a thicker paper, you know, if you use watercolor paper, that would take only a couple, because it's not that thick. I think it's a ½ inch, even if that. Yeah, it's not even. It's probably 3/8 of an inch. So I did a couple repeats. So what I did was I just took one white, one khaki, but you could do them all the same if you wanted. I just, you know, alternated these. And then I put them inside the book, and you probably want to take your bone folder and go through and, you know, hey Sheila, how are you? You know, just push them down so they're. You can also roll these through the Big Shot, and that'll squish it down. Let's put it in our book and see how it works. Well, I think a couple more. So I already cut these, but you can get 4-page sets out of each piece of paper. That's not bad. It's fun. I like to try different ways to bind books. Now, if I wanted, I could have done a different kind of closure, maybe one out of leather. The leather is really good for closures and hinges because it bends and it doesn't break down like paper does. So I like to use leather a lot for that. Okay, let's see. Let's try this. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so then what I did was I took all of my little pages here. Just make sure they're all going how you want. Okay, that looks good. And then I cut 2 pieces of chipboard that are a little bit shorter this way. And what I'm going to do is make sure everything is all square, and then put my clips here, and I didn't put it right up there because I don't want to attach the chipboard. It's too heavy. And then I took a little bit of PVA glue. Hey, Lisa Townsend. Hi, Amy Powers. Amy Powers is doing great with those reels. Have you guys been checking the hashtag 12 days of Sizzix? We've got lots of fun stuff up there, guys. And today they're doing the raffle for my giveaway. So make sure you go post a project over there. Okay, so I'm just laying a coat of glue. This is, like I said, it's PVA glue, and it's nice because it's flexible. So when you know, have that as a spine, it's not gonna crack or anything. It's just gonna bend as you need it. Now, what did I do with my little top here? Come on. Did I knock it down? Anyway, make sure you cover it. All right, now this has to dry, okay? So we're going to put that aside up here. And then I am going to add my texture paste to my cover. All right, you don't have to do that. I just thought it's fun. All right, I'm going to get a piece of scrap paper here because this is, you know how this stuff is. It's beautiful, but it just gets everywhere. So I'm going to take my sponge. This is my gold one. And I like it because it's flat. So I'm just going to put it in my little pot here. See if it's, yep, I got a good bit. And then I'm just going to take my book and start going around the edge, just adding a nice touch of gold. Oh, pretty. If you need luster wax, it's in the Etsy store. This will last you forever. This is probably, I don't know, 2 years old. Such a nice finish to anything. And you know, if you wanted, you could take it and go over the edge of your pages to make them like a gilded edge, whatever that would be. I just don't want it to be big blobs on here, so that's why I'm checking to see how much I have on my sponge. And you can do a lot or a little, whatever you want to do. I started out with a little, now I'm wanting a lot. As it usually happens. I think it's just so pretty. What do you think, guys? Is this a winner? You got to try the leather. It's going to last forever. And what a nice gift. And, you know, what? If you can get 6 of them out of 1, that is, everybody is impressed with leather. Because it just feels good. All right, I could do the inside, but I don't think I need to do it. What do you think? Should I? Yes, it is my anniversary this weekend. It's tomorrow. Yes, and my husband is out of town. So that means, actually, we have 6 kids going to be here this weekend because my daughter in Connecticut, her husband, Jason, had a childhood friend die. And so they are going out for the funeral to Michigan. And it's also Marianne's baby shower on Saturday. So Hayward and Jason are going to have 6 kids, and then they're going to fly out Saturday night, and we will have them. So I have to batten down the hatches. All right, so now we're going to pick and see which one we like better. And honestly, I like both of them. The other thing you might want to do is just take an old t-shirt and kind of wipe this down because you don't want anything getting on clothing or anything. Also, it kind of buffs it and makes it shinier, which I like. So cool. All right, now let's see. I'm going to get rid of that. And let's see, I don't know, that's probably not dry. Let's go ahead and add our other little pieces to it. But what do you think, guys? Isn't it beautiful? Thank you for the anniversary. Yes, I know, it's going to be fun, but they are, I haven't seen them in a long time, so I can't wait to see what they're all up to. Okay, these are the ones from Connecticut, so it's been a while. Well, I guess since July when we saw them on vacation. Anyway, all right, so these are, I already die cut them and embossed them. You know, I think I'm using this one. Nope, let's see, it's got this next to it. I don't know which one I'm using, but it's, you know, whatever size you want to fit on here. If you wanted a smaller one, you could do that. You don't have to do it. That's kind of pretty because, you know, I really don't want to cover that. I could just put it on the inside cover and make that like a little corner tuck, and then you could stick something in there. So let's do that. I don't know what I want to do on the cover, but you don't have to finish it all right away. We have it constructed. No secrets when Garland's around. Well, it's been a lot of anniversaries, guys. We could put it here. I don't think I got this butterfly. I cut this, but I don't know. Oh, that's kind of pops. All right, let's do a stamp. I have Wander Out. But let's do a different one. If I give this to Marianne, I do. Oops, that's 2. All right, let's see. This is your set of stamps, guys. This is the fan favorites. Remember when I asked you guys what you would like? All of these are things that you requested. It would be a cute ornament to collect Christmas memories. That would be a great size. Serenity Now. That's what I need this weekend. All right, there's Wander. So I'm going to put that back. What do you guys think? It would be cute to put on a tree. We could do Baby's First Christmas, and Marianne could put little baby pictures in there. What could I put for that? I realized I have 2 ideas. I looked at this 50 times. Family could do. Relax. Kids. Hopefully there's another one. I think maybe smiles. Let's do that. These are good words you picked, guys. All right, so I'm just going to put that on my block here. And I can change that if I don't like it. And then I'm going to find a place. Let's move this down. So it is, the name of the stamp set, Dorothy, is Fan Favorites. It's named after you guys. Make sure you're going the right way. Smiles. Okay, that way. So I'm going to get my ink. You can, yeah, that's true. You can never have too many ideas. Beautiful embossing folders. Oh, thank you. Smiles. Okay. I'm just going to put it here because there is a flat spot. All right. This is just to show. I can switch it. I could always stamp it on another color and put that on top if I decide not to use it that way. All right. Now on this one, I did take a little piece of foam and lay that down so it popped a little bit, but you don't need to do that. Smiles, that's cute. And then I just put that down there to kind of hold it, to look like it's holding it. All right. So what do you think? It's cute, huh? All right, I'm going to leave that off because I'm not sure yet. Let's see if this is, it's getting there. Let me show you how I put it in the book. So this is a strip of paper that's left over. I'm just going to fold that in half. Whoa, now my hands look huge. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I need my little friend to help. It's a tiny book. Look, it could. Aw. All right. So I am just going to take my paper and a little bit of glue. And I was going to use my leather, but I thought it might be a little thick for what I want to do with it. Okay, so what I did was I took my book. Let's say it's done. All right, so you're just going to take these off. And you can save them in case you're going to make more books for this. And then I took the last page, whatever it is, and I laid this inside. And then just folded this over the last page. And also folded this over. My nails are getting so long. Okay, and then I'm going to just glue this inside my book. Okay, and it's going to stay, but I can slide it out if I want, like this. Okay, but if I want to add something to it, if I want to work on my book, you know, I can just Hey, Ellie, how are you? Just slip that in there and put another one in if I use it up, okay? Yay, the hand! Karen is scared of the hand. It is a little creepy. See, this one is okay, but the one that I got that I've been sending to you guys, it's like orange. It looks fake. Like this doesn't look fake. Anyway, sorry, leather people. You probably think, what is wrong with these people? You would be right. Just make sure these are straight when you glue them in because they kind of flop around a little. All right, so I'm going to just set that into the edge there. And let's look at it. You have a little bit to arrange it. Oh, that doesn't look bad. You can move it down a little bit. Maybe. Should have left it alone. Got it right the first time. All right, so let's see. This is about the fiddliest thing. All right, so I'm just going to kind of clip that a little bit. And that is how you make the book. Now, I didn't put a closure on it, but you could. I could have wrapped this around. I could put like a little, because I have room here, if I move this book over a little, I could have pierced a hole here and put my elastic or something to wrap it around the front, but I didn't want to cover that, so I just left it like this. I think it would be cute with a charm, and I was thinking maybe a leather charm. We also need It's a Bedtime in the UK stamp. Okay, for the next one. Yes, and Mom is great. She called me on her iPad today, and she said she was so proud because she used Siri and said, Siri, call Beanie. That's my nickname. Yeah, this is cute. All right, so we've got our book here. So let's just glue this on. Maybe what I want to do, they're both pretty. All right, you know what? I'm going to put this on foam, and then if I want to take it off, it'll be easier. So what do you guys think? Leather? Oh, tassel. That would be cute. Yes. Tassel would be very cute. Well, thank you, Jackie. Too thick. I always do this. I'm chopping it down 50 times. So, you guys have plans for the weekend? I will be at a shower. The car seat came yesterday. It is huge. I have to wrap it. So, see, this will release better than glue would. So, what do you think? You in the mood for leather? We're going to be doing more stuff. So what do you think? Like, what would be some little projects? I was thinking maybe keychains and maybe some earrings and just small things that would be good for the holidays or anytime, really. Bookmarks. What do you think? Do those sound good? Yes, I love leather too. Wrap the car seat handle in leather. Oh, that's a good idea. See, I don't want to open it. Well, I'll do it when, the baby comes. That's a great idea. They do get hot. All right, you know what? That looks a little crooked, so I'm going to set that. Oh, the other one's at an angle. All right. So that And I think I'm just going to put a little glue here. I don't know. I'm afraid this is not real sturdy paper, so I don't want to. All right. Well, there we go. There is our cute little book. You think? All right. So we do have a little time left. Do you just want to see the keychain idea? Because it's really quick. Excuse me. The hand will entertain you. Okay, so let's look at this power punch because I can't wait to do it again. All right. So let's take a look. It's pretty heavy. I'd say it's about, Crocodile's actually a little heavier, but it's got this nice, it's got this little thing so that when you want to close it, it's not popping open. It's easier to store. Okay. And then this, I didn't try opening this yet. Maybe there's a way. I don't want to ruin it. There we go. Okay, so see, all the little stuff is going to collect down there. I've only punched a couple holes. I'm not sure the right way to do this. I don't know what that is. What is this for, Jackie? Maybe it's just the mechanism. I did this. Maybe it only goes in one direction. Anyway. I don't think that's big enough for the rivet. Come on. Sure, there's a trick to this. All right, well, let's just punch this hole. I just want to show you how to do it. And then it also comes with, all right, so that's the, maybe it needs this. It comes with 2 sizes of rivets, I think. It says assorted. I didn't go through and look at them all. I would say keep your scraps so you can practice on these. You know, that would be a cute little cord holder, wouldn't it? Let's do this. All right. I don't know if it'll do 2 layers, so let's do 1. I'm just kind of lining it up in the middle. You could, all right, so I'm squishing and then giving it good pressure, okay? 2 sizes, medium and small. Thank you. All right, so then let's just, I had one, or I saw one on Pinterest and I thought, oh, that's a cool idea. Oh, you know what though? It would be better to do a snap here because you want to open it if you're putting cords in there. But still, it was fun to punch the hole. I'm just going to do it anyway. There are also snaps that come with it. So look at that. Look at how clean that is, guys. All right, I think I used different sizes. Oh, I went through it, so I cut a little extra. It doesn't matter. All right, let's see how this, let's just make a little gathering thing for the fun of it. You just take this and slide that down on there. Take the top one. I think that's right, but let me look at my little instructions. So they say snap or button stud. Thank you. Do they sell that tool at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, or Joann's? I don't know, Amy. Jackie, do you know? He's thinking a pen holder for your journal. Oh, yes. Oh, it's kind of big for this little book, but yeah. Oh, any notebook. See, I have been doing that. I put them on everything. All my notebooks I have So, all right, let's go ahead and set this. So I have this, there's the little well. I have my pokey one on the bottom. And then I have the other cap up here. And then I have a rubber mallet. So I'm just gonna, all right, maybe that was a little extra force here. Yeah, I need to practice this, guys. That wasn't very good. Oh, I forgot the setter. All right, let's see if I can take it off. I told you I'll be learning on the job. It's like, why did I get these kits? So I just wanted to get it done, and I wanted to see what would happen. But I think, oh, they're okay. Oh, that's okay. Let's just get a different cap out. Sorry about that. Got too excited. All right, here's another one. All right, let's make our little sandwich again. See, that's why you want the tool, because this piece here is domed. So when you put this on top, it's not going to smush it like I just did. Like that. Yeah, and then you can hold it also. Genius. You guys are geniuses. Sorry if that's loud. Yeah, look at that. All right, I think I could have given that a little more force, but I didn't want to make too much noise. But see how I messed that up? Don't do that. Use this part. Hey, guys. All right. Well, it's 5 o'clock. Don't hit us. Yeah, I'm going to put that back. And isn't it fun having new tools, guys? But also ones that you can use with stuff you already have. So we'll be doing a lot more. And let me know in the chat there if you have any questions that Jackie hasn't answered. We're going to be going live once a month. And probably, well, I'm shooting for the 3rd Thursday of the month, but I will put something up before so you'll know. The yearly calendar on the bookmark with the pen to write in the journal. Oh, you guys, I knew you would have. We'll film a sell bid for. Where did that go? Jackie is gonna sell bid for change halls for you. Oh, thank you, Jackie. All right, she's too good for me. Okay, and let me give you those handles. Okay, Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube is Realeather. Okay, so go ahead and sign up. Watch their feed. And if you want to post in there, hey, we like the idea of using crafts with leather, you leave them some love. And if you do that, you'll be entered for the giveaway, which is, I didn't put the image up, but it is a kit. So I'll put that up after the video in the feed, and you can see what the prize is. It's cute. It'll have everything that you need to make. I think it's a little pouch. So that is what we'll do. And what else? Any other questions, guys? Let me see any comments here. Let's see. Yes, Jackie will be here every month. Thank the Lord. I see Susan has some fun ideas. Raylene, yeah, isn't it fun? Hey, Pam Bray. Okay, you can watch it later. For anybody that didn't get to watch it live, come back later, watch it, and it has all the instructions for how to get the giveaway. Thank you, Jackie. Hi, Kaylin. So, that's okay. Oh, hey, there's Sabine from France. Hello. Good to see you. You might need a reissue of the luggage tag die. I know it. Well, Glum, I was thinking, we have that folio or the field notes journal that's got that kind of open. I was thinking I could use this instead, to make a luggage tag. So I'm thinking All right. Yes, leather luggage tags are a thing. Good things. Yeah, I do like this idea, either with a snap to use to hold cords, you wrap it around. I mean, it's just a little oval. And then also as a pen holder. Let's see if my pencil will fit. Yeah, you'd have to do it right on the edge, but actually, that holds it very nice and secure. And I would probably finish this because you'll probably write on it at one point. So, but it would go this way. So you would stick that on the edge of the book. That's cute. Ooh, you have to get a tiny little pen or pencil. All right. Well, guys, thanks so much for coming. And I want to thank Jackie and Heidi behind the scenes for, being here with us. And I hope you come back. I think the next one is scheduled for October 17th. So that's a good time if you want to start creating for Christmas. We'll have time. Okay. So I'll be adding more items to my shop, and I may put together a couple little kits, I was thinking. So let me know what you think about this whole idea, guys. Yes, lots of ideas, as always. And, we're going to have to learn a little bit about leather, but that's good. It'll be fun. I love my little books. Aren't they cute? All right, guys, I'm going to take off. I've cleaned my house because I've got a million children coming here this weekend. All right, take it easy, guys. Have a great weekend, okay? See you later. All right. All right. Bye.